What if I didn't say my intro? What are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do about it. It's fine, I'll say it anyway. Hello, it is I are smart. So anyway, today we're talking about the show What If? Yeah, this is cool. You know, while everyone else was off watching Squid Game or whatever that show was, I didn't watch it. I watched this, and it was great. Honestly, it's so good. Like, it's just cool. I remember months and months ago they announced this thing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're making a show called What If," and I was like, "All right, that sounds cool." I mean, you can kind of get like a vague idea of what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like, you know, what if this thing? What if this thing? I don't know. So that was cool. And then they just, you know, they were just like, "Yeah, here's a trailer for it. It's gonna be animated," and it looked cool. Not gonna lie, it looked cool. So I was excited for it. And yeah, the series was pretty cool. I don't think all the episodes were great, but it definitely was cool overall. And I think Marvel did a pretty good job on this series. So yeah, I'm just gonna give my review on it. Yeah, that's about it. So you know, typical review stuff. I'm gonna go over it first, and then we're gonna talk spoilers. But for the overall, it was really great. I liked it. All the episodes were nice. I thought they had actually a nice variety of ideas. It wasn't just like, what if this character and this character switched places? It was actually like a variety of different things, which a lot of different fun ideas. So it's cool that they got to do stuff they wouldn't have gotten to do otherwise. And you know, it's cool. You have the Watcher is kind of the main character. I thought he would only be the narrator, but he shows up a lot more often. I'll leave it at that, and I'll get into spoilers later. But he's actually an interesting character in the show. So there's that. And overall, it's fun. It's a fun show. You know, it always reminds me of this song. I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here, but you remember when I always complain about how at my job they play this radio station that plays really annoying modern Christian music that it's just not good music, and it gets really annoying. Funny thing is, one of the songs is called What If. It's by Matthew West or whatever. I don't know. I hate his music. Anyway, it's just really funny because now I can't think about the two without thinking about the other, which is great because one makes me really happy and one makes me really angry. So I don't know. I'm just gonna get confused now. Anyway. Yeah. Also, another thing with Matthew West, they mentioned today on the radio, they were like, "Oh yeah, guess who's making a Christmas album?" Yeah, that's right, Matthew West is already working on his Christmas album. It comes out on October 29. It's like, what? Why? It's just like 2 days before Halloween. What are you doing? Yeah, like, it doesn't need to come out that early. Like, at least in November. Why in October? It's a Christmas album. You're not gonna be... I hate this. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. We're talking about What If. The show was great. It wasn't, well, I don't know, great. It was still pretty good. You might be disappointed, because it's a bit different compared to your standard MCU stuff. It's fun. But, I don't know. Overall, I liked it. It's fun, and I think for the most part, there'll at least be a couple episodes you like. Even if there are a couple stinkers that you're just like, it wasn't that great. There were some really good episodes. So, it's worth it for those. And the overall arching story is pretty good, so... And yes, the episodes are kind of connected, but that makes more sense as you go along. But overall, yeah, that's about all I have to say, spoiler-free, so I'm going to talk spoilers. So, basically this series, I don't know. The first episode, it didn't do it for me. I didn't like the first episode. Like, Captain Carter is cool and all, but it was just my first impression of the series, and I really didn't like it, if I'm being honest. It was just really campy for me, like, it was like, oh, I am Captain America, but I'm a woman, and everyone hates me because I'm a woman, so screw them, I'm gonna go be Captain Carter. And it was just, It was basically just the plot of, you know, the first Captain America movie, but barely different at all. It's like, oh, well, there's a Hydra Stomper now, and, you know, the Red Skull is summoning a tentacle monster, so I don't know. He's into some weird stuff, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't really, it didn't do much for me. But the animation was cool. I did notice that. You know, the first episode I was like, dang, this is good animation. And that holds throughout. That holds throughout the whole series. So next up, What If T'Challa Became Star-Lord? This one was cool. I think it was a little bit better than the first one, but still, it really didn't do anything for me. It was just like, okay, we're just swapping characters. Is that going to be the whole series? I hope not. Thankfully it wasn't. But it was just like, like, it was cool. It was cool to see, you know, good guy Thanos. It was really weird to see good guy Thanos. But also, it's just a weird thing. Like, why is it when a bad guy becomes a good guy, he just gets totally nerfed and he's not as cool anymore? I don't know. Anyway, the next episode, What If the World Lost Its Mightiest Heroes? this was actually cool. I think they did a fun idea with this one. You know, you got Loki, you got to show up, all the Avengers just died immediately. And that's another thing. There are a lot of deaths in the show, like a crap ton of deaths, because, you know, it's in the multiverse, so they can just kill off characters as much as they want. They don't have to worry about them coming back later. So that's, I think, a nice thing about this, is, you know, well, like when you're watching a Marvel movie, you know, like, the main character is gonna live. Like, you know, 90% of the time, a main character is gonna live. Unless you're in, like, a big one like Endgame, where it's like, oh, you know, Iron Man and Black Widow are gonna die, but they've been here forever, so it makes sense. But still, you never really feel tension for the characters, because you know they're not gonna die. This one you actually can, because there's a very good chance that characters might just die in this series, overall. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. So anyway, this episode was cool. I liked it. It's just, I don't know, it was definitely an improvement. It got better. It was more fun, and just kind of funky. You know, it got kind of sad. It's like, ah, geez, all the Avengers are dead. And also, like, what's up with the other thing? I already mentioned Thanos got a nerf, but, like, Hank Pym just got a huge buff. You know, he goes from being pretty cool to literally being able to take out all the Avengers just because he turned evil. So if you needed any more evidence that the dark side is indeed stronger than the light side, there you go. So anyway, episode 4 is where this series really hit its stride, if I'm being honest. This episode was great. It was very well put together, very, like, actually, like, holy crud, heartfelt. My heart. Like, geez, you really feel for that Doctor Strange guy, even if he is just eating giant monsters. But whatever. Yeah, he's an absolute simp, so, you know, respect. Wait, I don't know how to do the simple. Respect, alright? I respect him for being a simp. He literally destroyed the entire universe just for the chance to be with his girl. I respect that. I would destroy the entire universe for Rey. Anyway, moving on from that fact. It was a cool episode. It was a really good episode, and it was really sad. And it really made you feel stuff, and it was like, ah, jeez. And, you know, if the last episode wasn't sad enough for you, this one was pretty sad. And then, if that wasn't that sad enough for you, we have the Zombies episode, which literally just fills you with dread. Because all your favorite characters are zombies now, and there's no hope for them. And then, I don't know, it's just crazy. We got to see Spider-Man with the cape on, and I'm still looking for the minifigure. I can't find it anywhere. They have the Lego minifigure. It's so cool, and I just, oh, gosh dang it, I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, that's beyond the point. It was cool. You know, you got all these characters run away from zombies. Pretty standard zombie stuff. But it was cool. It was cool to throw Marvel into there. Because now you have zombies that have superpowers, which is something I didn't know I needed to be afraid of. So thanks, Marvel. Anyway, it was a really cool episode, and I think they did that one pretty well. But again, just took at my heart. At least we got, you know, Scott Lang, yeah, just as a head. I think that was pretty funny. But also, what's up with Wanda and Vision's relationship? I need to talk about this. They have the most toxic relationship, honestly. Because, like, if Vision dies, Wanda loses it and decides it's time to enslave an entire town. And then if Wanda turns into a zombie, Vision decides, alright, I'm just gonna start feeding the last couple people of humanity to her so I don't have to kill her. Like, what? You guys have the worst relationship, seriously. Like, I know we're supposed to care about these two, but they're really not, like, they're good for each other, but they're just not good for the rest of humanity around them. Like, we should just keep them in a box, put them over here, they can have their relationship, just have them stop interfering with everyone else. It's not good. It's not good for everyone else. Anyway, what if Killmonger rescued Tony Stark? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like this one. It was just like, what? It's never something I would think of, like, Killmonger is like in Black Panther, like, why would he even be in, I don't know, it didn't really hit for me, and it was like, oh geez, great. We get to watch Tony Stark die again, and then Black Panther, and then Killmonger just becomes Black Panther again, and now he rules Wakanda? Because he killed T'Challa but didn't tell anybody, and was like, oh, it's so sad that T'Challa died, we gotta find who killed him, oh my goodness, oh, how sad that T'Challa died. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, it was just, I just don't like Killmonger overall. Like, he's a good, Michael B. Jordan did a great job as him in Black Panther, but I don't know, I just didn't like that movie that much. It's just Lion King. I just don't like Black Panther, I'm gonna be honest. It's okay, but it's just the Lion King. But, no, it's just the Lion King. Anyway, next up is What If Thor Were an Only Child? Again, this one, it was cool, had some cool stuff in it, but I just didn't like it that much. It's just like, why? Like, cool, Thor's going around partying, but, I thought Fat Thor was cooler. Or, Bro Thor, sorry. But, the fight between him and Captain Marvel was really good, though. I thought it was cool. I just don't like Captain Marvel. Yeah, overall, it was a cool episode. Frost Giant Loki was cool. But overall, again, the concept of this one, I was just like, don't really care. Never something I really thought about. Like, the zombies thing, it was really cool. It's like, oh, this is engaging. You know, this is entertaining. I like this. This was just like, oh, Thor just goes around partying, and he still falls in love with Natalie Portman. And also, they actually got Natalie Portman to come back. That was cool. Good job, Marvel. So, yeah. And supposedly she's going to be in, like, the next Thor movie or something. I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention to that. So, that's also a couple years off. So, who knows. Anyway, it was cool. Yeah, but then at the end of the episode, they're just like, here's Ultron. Get ready for the next episode. And dang, we get a good one. We get What If Ultron won. This might be my favorite episode because it was just cool. I mean, it's super, like, dark, you know. Ultron just wipes out all of humanity, but it's cool, though. And then so Ultron just cuts Thanos in half, like, perfectly in half, you know, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And, he did this in Vision's body, so, like, why can't Vision do that? Come on, dude. Like, just because you were sad, and all like, oh, Wanda, I have to sacrifice. Just cut Thanos in half. If you can do it, just do it. Why are you wasting time here? Come on, Vision. Anyway, Ultron's cool. Cool to see him, you know, doing stuff. And then he just destroys the entire universe, and he's like, well, crud, now what? And then he's like, what if I go to other universes and wipe them out too? And then I don't know. Does he not think the same thing's going to happen again? Like, he wiped out one whole universe, and then he was all depressed because he had nothing left to do. And he's like, well, cool. There's all these other universes I can wipe out. What happens when you run out of those, idiot? Come on. You're supposed to be an AI. You're supposed to be smart. What an idiot. Honestly. Then the final finale was pretty cool. We got some pretty cool moments. I think it was great all the characters got together. And, you know, the Watcher, who has actually been, like, an actual character the last 2 episodes, which is something that really surprised me. I thought he was just the narrator. But he was an actual character that actually was, like, real and, like, did stuff. He, like, fought Ultron in the last episode. In this episode, he gathered a bunch of dudes together. I don't understand, though, why, like, they just had Iron Man at the start of this episode in, like, a new Hulkbuster outfit, like, that was from a Lego set. So why do we get a Lego set for it if he was on screen for a minute? Like, what? Why would you give us that and not, like an Ultron or something? That'd be a cool set. Give us Infinity Ultron as a Lego set. Anyway, also, why does the Watcher pick Killmonger and not expect him to betray the entire team? Seriously, guys, like, he was literally watching the entire time. He saw how many people Killmonger betrayed. Come on, dude, you should have saw this coming. It's just his thing. He betrays people. That's why he's Killmonger. That's why he has all these dots over him. He betrays people. That's his thing. And also, I feel like that episode with Iron Man and Gamora, it must have been a scrapped episode or something, is my guess. Because there was also a couple other episodes they scrapped. But anyway, that's all my thoughts on the episodes. But speaking of scrapped episodes, I had some ideas of my own, and I wrote them all down. So here are my ideas for some what if episode ideas. If they decide to make like a season 2 or something. So first of all, what if Iron Man was actually Bronze Man? What if Spider-Man was a spider? Fun fact, this actually was going to be an episode, but they scrapped it because it was too dark. I don't know how. I don't know how. Anyway, what if Rocket Raccoon was a rabbit? That'd be pretty cool, man. What if Doctor Strange was good at driving? I mean, he wouldn't be Doctor Strange, but, you know, he'd be, you know, not lost his hands. Or his girlfriend. You're like, come on, just drive better. Like, seriously, why? He's driving like 100 miles an hour on the road. It's not a good idea, man. What if Captain Marvel was a good movie? I mean, what if? What if Thor: The Dark World was a good movie? Yeah. What if Korg was made of sand? Come on. He'd be coarse, rough, and irritating, and he would get everywhere. But I feel like that would be more of a you know, a buff for him, if anything. What if Thor went for the head? Honestly, like, what an idiot. He should have just done that. What if Ned didn't drop the Lego Death Star? Like, come on. He just dropped it. Like, he just could have not done that. Like, cool, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, but just don't drop the Lego Death Star, man. That took you, like, hours. Anyway, what if Natasha just plugged her nose? Like, seriously, she didn't have to break it. Just plug the nose. Come on. What if Yondu was actually Mary Poppins? Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. What if Ant-Man got his orange slices? You know, come on. He just wanted orange slices. And finally, I'll do you one better. What if Gamora? Anyway, those are my ideas for what if episode ideas, and I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you enjoyed my review of the show. It was cool. You know, it's a fun series. I think it'd be great if they do something like this for Star Wars. But to be fair, that's basically what Visions is. You know, it's a not canon, you know, animated thing. But to be fair, this is actually MCU canon. Everything that happens in the show is technically MCU canon because of the multiverse. Even the part where Killmonger likes anime. Yeah. I wonder what his thoughts are on Star Wars Visions. We should ask him. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. That's my review on the What If series. It was pretty cool. I said that already. Wait, I'm just repeating myself now. What if IR Smart just repeated himself for an entire video? Anyway, bye. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, tomorrow is IR Dark's birthday, so make sure to get him something nice. And I think he said he's gonna make a video for it, so I'll let him do his thing tomorrow. So anyway, that's all I had. Actually, bye for real now.